Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina and today I am doing something a little different. I am doing a what's in my travel makeup bag, or what I take with me as far as makeup when I travel. If you've been following me for the past couple months or even for the last year, then you know I pretty regularly try to go places. At least in the last year I've been going to somewhere every month to 2 months. I recently just went to Chicago and Indiana for a little over a week. And before that I've been to Charlotte, I went to Asheville, North Carolina, I went to New York this year, I've been to Charleston, South Carolina recently. I've gotten kind of moderately good at packing makeup. I have learned that less is sometimes more. Now of course this will always depend on what you are traveling for. For me it's always been for pleasure, so for me I can do minimal makeup or none and it's okay. If you're going for business you may have to step this up, but I have noticed even in what I do pack I have plenty of room. There's definitely room for improvement or room for more stuff. So a broad overview of what I do. If I'm flying, I only bring a carry-on and a personal item. If we're driving, I bring an overnight bag. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button because I do put videos out on a regular basis and I don't want you guys to miss out on anything. This is a broad overview. Usually I always carry a purse. I always have this little gold pouch. Inside is where I keep all of my lip products. I usually try to bring an assortment of colors. On the inside you can fit all of these lipsticks. I have the 2 Maybelline matte inks in there. I have 2 Colourpop blotted lips. Both of these are more nudish shades, so they work really well. I have a Colourpop lip gloss. I have a Colourpop Ultra Satin Lip. And then I have this other nude lipstick from Wet n Wild. This is the Rebel Rose color that I really like. But I always have this in my purse. That way I don't have to worry about lip products in any of my makeup stuff. So that is a broad overview of this. Now for the good stuff. Now to carry my actual makeup in, I have this makeup case right here. Now this is a Philip Lim makeup case that was in collaboration with Target a few years ago. But I have found the more rectangular flat makeup pouches for traveling are where it's at. This is my makeup bag that I just showed you guys. So like I said, it has compartments, so I will undo this first one. And in there, it has these 2 sides to it, so you can flip it open. It has this zipper side right here. I'm sorry it's dirty. Like I said, I've been using it a lot. But in this first side, it has a zipper compartment. In there is usually where I keep my tube type items. So I have my mascara, my primer that I'll bring, and my 1 concealer. I try to limit it to products that I know I'll like. So as you can see, it's products that I've talked about before. This is the Loreal Magic Lumi. This is the Covergirl Total Tease, and this is the Age Rewind. I've talked about all of these products. I know these work for me, so I always bring products that I know will work. And as you can see, they don't take up much room. I have room to add more if it's going to be a longer trip, but for this last week that I went to Chicago, that's all I brought. Then over here, I keep my powder products. So I have my setting powder right here, which is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect setting powder. And as far as bronzer, I always bring the Physicians Butter Bronzer. So what I like about bringing the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is, one, of course, I love this product. I've talked about it. But it has this bottom compartment. So what I do is if I know I'm going to be wearing false lashes, I will put them in this bottom part. So I can put more than 1 pair in here. Usually when I'm traveling I only bring 1 because it saves you space and it makes it so everything's compact and in one area. In this little pouch is usually where I put my foundations. For these past trips I've been bringing these 2. I've been bringing the L'Oreal Pro Glow and the Smashbox Studio Skin. For the most part I wear the Smashbox one the most because it's closer to my color now. But it was still a little off, so I would bring this to lighten it up. Both of these are glowy foundations. I have dry skin, so that's why I chose these 2. So that is actually the whole first compartment. And on the other side, on this side, open it up, all I have is 2 products. So I used to bring a lot more. I would have like 3 or 4 items in here, and then I'd have stuff in the pouches. This is very streamlined. This last trip, all I brought for highlight and blush was this Lorac palette. It has 3 highlights and 3 blushes in a contour shade. So I really liked this. For eyeshadows, all I brought was this Colourpop I Love Sarahi palette. I talked about this in my favorites, about how this is the only thing I brought when traveling, and this is it. As you can see, the 2 items don't take up much room in this pouch at all. I could have still fit a couple more things in there if I wanted to, but I just didn't feel like I needed it. But I do find that cases like this, the big rectangular ones, are most useful that have separate compartments in them. These can fit in the bottom of your suitcase with stuff over them, and I just really like this. All of my brushes I actually keep separate. Before I got what I'm about to show you, packing my makeup was a lot harder, so I really appreciate this. This is one of the Morphe brush boxes, and I love this thing. But all you do to open it is you do that. So as you can see, all of my brushes are laid out. And like I said, I would also put my pencil products in there. So this is my brow pencil. And then I have an assortment of brushes. I have all of these face brushes, which I find this is really all I need. I have a bronzer brush, a blush brush, a powder brush, and this is good for contour and blush. So this works really well. These are all e.l.f. brushes right here, and this is a Real Techniques. As far as eye brushes, I bring pretty much my blending brushes, a lot of blending brushes. And then for the shimmer shade that I have in that palette, I would just use my finger. So it was really just blending brushes. And then I always bring a makeup sponge. This one's dirty, I'm sorry. But always. And as you can see, these all fit really well. And I can close it and they don't get damaged. So I highly recommend one of these. It's amazing. So yeah, so that is what I carry in my carry-ons. This is how I travel with my makeup. I really, like I said, I don't pack that much, so hopefully this was entertaining and interesting and gave you a few ideas as far as how to pack makeup for traveling. I travel quite often and I found that I really end up not wearing that much makeup, so I have started packing even less. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below, because I do really appreciate it when you guys do that for me. And if you aren't yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I don't want you guys to miss out on any of my videos. And hopefully I will see all you guys in my next video. Bye!